everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, coming off the heels of the announcement that the Fast and Furious X Part 2 or Fast 11 has been pushed back a whole year to probably be releasing in 2026 and will be filming at the beginning of 2025. It's now come out that Vin Diesel has another project to kind of tide him over in between shooting for the Fast and Furious films. And that is, of course, the long awaited and long in production hell movie of Riddick Furya or Riddick 4. It is officially going into production and should begin shooting sometime later this year. The fourth installment in the franchise reunites Vin Diesel with writer-director David TUES. The Chronicles of Riddick are officially continuing. Vin Diesel is set to begin production on the fourth film in the Riddick franchise, Riddick Furya, this August. The film will shoot in Germany, Spain, and the UK, and it will reunite Vin Diesel with franchise stalwart David TUES, who will once again write and direct. The official synopsis for the new film reads, Riddick finally returns to his home world, a place he barely remembers and one he fears might be left in ruins. But there he finds other Furians fighting for their existence against a new monster, and some of these new Furians are more like Riddick than he could have possibly imagined. Diesel first played Riddick, an escaped convict who genetically augmented his eyes to see in the dark in 2000's excellent Pitch Black film. While not a huge financial success, this was the time when DVD sales could create a potential film series. And in so, 2004, the Chronicles of Riddick, a much larger, much sillier movie, was released. It had a budget of over $100 million. It was seen as a box office disappointment. When Diesel showed up for a split-second cameo in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, part of his deal was that Universal would return the character rights to him. And in 2013, almost 10 years since his last outing as Riddick, Diesel and TUES released Riddick, the third entry in the series. Now, incredibly, there will be a fourth film more than 10 years since that last Riddick entry. The franchise also boasts 3 video games and an animated short film, Dark Fury. So yeah, I mean, I personally like the Riddick films. Obviously, it started with they said, Pitch Black, and that film was a great success in my opinion. It wasn't solely based around the Riddick character, but it was pretty much a Riddick movie in that regard. Yeah, I mean, I think this is great. I've been wanting to see the fourth entry to this since the last one came out. And that's been like, I think they said 10 years ago at this point. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this, and I mean, I like Vin Diesel. All right, sue me, okay? So I mean, I get a lot of flack from my friends, especially for being fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. However, I've openly criticized Fast 9. I hated the space sequence with the Pontiac Fiero being duct taped and being still, steered by the steering wheel with the thrusters and stuff like that. I thought that was absolutely horrible, and it really was a jumping of the shark moment for the franchise, in my opinion. However, I thought Fast 10 was an improvement. Still not great, in my opinion, all overall, but Jason Momoa really sold that movie. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the Fast and Furious franchise ends with Fast 11 or Fast X Part 2, whatever you want to call it, in 2026. And I'm still kind of curious whether or not they're going to do a Rock movie with Jason Momoa in between there now and then or whatever. I don't think they're going to have time to do it. It'll probably be Fast 11, and it'll probably be the end of it at this point. And maybe they'll tell the backstory between Momoa and Rock there. I digress. I know this isn't a Fast and Furious video here, but Vin Diesel ties into that. But anyway, this film has been through production hell, production hell, production hell. It was officially announced years ago, and it's finally going to be going into production. I don't understand what took so long. Probably a lot of the Fast and Furious stuff Vin probably wanted to get done and things like that. Maybe commitments to Groot in the Marvel universe. I don't know. But it's good to see that we're finally going to be getting that long awaited fourth entry into this series, and I can't wait to see it. I really like the concept that Riddick will be finally going home to his home world in this next film, which they teased at the end of the third film in the series. So yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And anytime you can get Vin Diesel going back to Riddick, I think it's going to be great. It makes me really wonder what Vin Diesel's career is going to be like after the Fast and Furious movies are over and the Riddick series is completed. I mean, I guess he could continue to voice Groot, or maybe do the long-awaited Iron Giant sequel that fans have been wanting for many years. You could do that as well. But yeah, I mean, this could be a lot of fun. I think it's. I always thought that the Riddick franchise was a great science fiction film. It like built on its own, it expanded and built its own lore, in my opinion. It didn't really, as far as I can tell, didn't really take from any other science fiction stuff. And I liked how it had its own languages and it had its own, history and things like that. So I thought that was really cool that they did. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this finally get underway. I know I did a video on the channel probably 2 or 3 years ago now, talking about how this movie was officially announced, and it's just now going into production. So, and that was one of my higher ranked videos. I think it had thousands of views. So, yeah, I mean, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, what do you guys think about the fourth film in the Riddick series, Riddick Furya or Riddick 4, whatever you're going to call it here, going into production at the end of the year, probably in August or a little after. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.